read, there's a Rambam, I just saw it also. When saying the blessing, the Kohanim keep their hands closed, and then when they reach to the Ava, they open. So he says, the only way for people to give something from themselves is love. So connecting the Rambam to.
We will talk about the question that you raised last night. Good morning.
Boker Tov, Rabbi Prague. Sorry. Good morning.
I'm saying, as I spoke to Rabbi Mansur this morning about your question about Kohen B'Shogeg, it's really fascinating. Let's read the Shulchan Aruch and the Ramah, and then you see the Rambam in two places. Please open, you have the Mishnah Berurah in front of you. Make sure your breakfast is being chewed well. Joseph, open for him. Look a second, Siman Kuf Chavchet, Eli, Seif Lamed Hey. Let's read the Shulchan Aruch the way it's written, then we'll see the Rambam inside to understand Shulchan Aruch. Shulchan Aruch says in Siman Kuf Chavchet, Seif Lamed Hey. You have it, Nathan?
Yeah.
Kohen שהרג את הנפש, the Kohen killed someone, אפילו בשוגג. אפילו means even if he did it accidentally, לא יישא את כפיו, אפילו עשה תשובה. Let's look at the Mishnah.
Rabbi Prague, if the
Yes.
it's sort of what you asked last night, but I'm going to ask it a little differently, I think. Because the Rambam doesn't say Jew or not Jew, do we learn anything from that?
So let's do it this way here. One of the great Achronim over 200 years ago in Sefer Be'er Sheva says, אפילו הרג את הגוי אינו נושא את כפיו, שהרי ההורג את הגוי חייב בדיני שמיים. He says that as far as the Rambam says, if you kill a goy, it's assumed in the Torah. You're not being executed for it, but it's assumed in the Torah. So he says, הרג את הנפש, הנפש is nefesh.
Nefesh is not, wow.
We'll see in a minute. But you'll see in a minute. First, we have to define what shogeg is. Then we'll talk about it. But let's just read.
Kohen also, if he does a goy, the same thing. Yeah.
So we'll see. I read for Larry that Be'er Sheva says, if you kill a goy willingly, not in the army, not Hamas, not a murderer, not this, the Rambam says it's assumed in the Torah, not in the Rabbanan. But it's not, you're not being executed for it because the psukim in Mishpatim. So Shulchan Aruch is very strict, you see. Now, the Ramah says, look at the Ramah before we look at the Mishnah Berurah. ויש אומרים שאם עשה תשובה, נושא כפיו. See, Shulchan Aruch says, even if the Kohen regrets it and he really changes, Ramah says, even if עשה תשובה.
But if you make it by mistake, what's it to regret?
Drive much more careful. I drive in the morning at 60th Street at 5:45. There's no one there from 60th Avenue. There's no one there. No. Joseph. No, Joseph.
Mistake means
Joseph.
I'm gonna regret any
Yeah,
time.
Joseph. I purposely use this example. Every morning I make a turn at 17th Avenue to 60th, then to Avenue I. There's no one there. The speed limit is 25, okay? There's no point. Why should I be careful not to drive 55 now? There's no one there. Answer is if I train myself to be extremely careful no matter what. I mean, the truth is, there's a camera there also. It makes a difference.
Believer.
No, and the only reason I know that there is a camera is because I got a ticket. I drove.
By the way, that's the guy I'm taking the idea of V'yarei Elokecha.
No, but this is it. This is what it is. Says no, but Joseph asked a good question. He says, what does it mean to do teshuvah? You killed. You be careful. I'm saying there are many things that I can be.
Yeah.
Now we are going to discuss. Larry spoke yesterday to Joe Mansur about a soldier killing friendly fire. Is this b'shogeg or not? Yes. Or every soldier. So we're going. I looked in Sefer Halacha Berurah. He brings all the sources. We'll see in a minute where we are going. So look a second first in Rambam. Nathan, take one. Take one. Look in Rambam here. Sefer Nezikin.
I have it.
Ilchot Rotzeach. Sefer Nezikin Ilchot Rotzeach.
Talking about the Kohen Rabbi or everybody? Kohen.
Which
Take this. In just a second, we'll see which pair. Remember, when every time we hear the word shogeg, what echoes in our mind is arei miklat, correct? So
yes, food honest. I mean, all this they don't mention honest. Honest, you're not chayav.
פרק ו', פרק 60 הלכות רוצח. פה ברוך הבא, welcome back, פרק ו' הלכה א'. פרק ו' הלכה א'. ברוך השם, ברוך השם, ברוך השם, nice to see you. ברוך השם, ברוך השם. No, he comes from the Holy Land. Ronnie should be in this soon. Sit near with David. Our topic is Shulchan Aruch says if a Kohen kills someone accidentally, should not do Birkat Kohanim. If you are driving on Ocean Parkway 45 instead of 25 and you kill someone, is it an accident or not? What happened if you injure the guy and he died 2 months later? Is this still the same category or not? Friendly fire. So let's see what the Rambam says. Rambam says, Shloshahem harugim belo chavana. The Rambam is talking about, says in the Chumash, if someone kills by accident, he runs to Im Miklat. So from cradle to grave, we think any type of what is considered accidentally. Says the Rambam, we are dividing the shogeg in 3 categories. 3. 1. יש הורג בשגגה והעלמה גמורה וזהו שנאמר בו ואשר לא צדה בדין השיר. I'm chopping wood in Utah in a park, public park. As I'm chopping the wood, someone passes by. This is shogeg. Why? Most likely people are not passing by. I did put a sign.
The fact you said public park and not in my backyard, is there a difference?
In your backyard, you're definitely not going to your miklat. Why? Because no one there has a right to be there. But if your maid was there, it's the same as Utah in the public park. If you have a factory and you know that people are coming in, it's the same. When I use the park, it's an example of the Chumash. Veyesh, horeg bishgaga, the second category is v'tiyah shgaga keroba le'ones. Keroba le'ones means most likely it shouldn't happen. He gave his car to be checked by the mechanic. He says, Mr. Cohen, I put new brakes. The air pressure in the air, everything is fine. He goes out, he drives a miles, chas v'shalom, he steps on the brake, it fails. The Rambam says you are not going to win it. Why? It's not shogeg, it's honest. Honest means, what can I do? He just took it from the mechanic. The mechanic says the car is fine. Yes? So again, there is a regular shogeg. Where is the exact definition? You have pages in the Gemara. Category number 3 category number 3, ויש הורג בשגגה, ותהיה השגגה קרובה לזדון. Sometimes you kill accidentally, but it's קרוב למזיד. You feel that the brakes are not perfect. You feel that. And the mechanic says, I really suggest you to have new brakes.
Better you don't.
Okay, I'm very busy, I'll come tomorrow. That afternoon, it failed and you killed. It's definitely an accident. Definitely an accident.
What's the difference between the first one and second one? I don't understand. They are both kind of same category.
The second one is karov leonis. Karov leonis means most likely it will never happen. Shgaga is, it can happen. You're careful, but you aren't careful enough.
But the first one, the 3 also, you assume that nobody's gonna be there. So what's
Well, if it's in nowhere in Utah, you definitely patur. I said the place that people, it's a trail where people are going. Yes. But the likelihood of people.
If it's a trail.
So now, let's go back now to the Shulchan Aruch. In the Shulchan Aruch, we started around here, this question. Shulchan Aruch said that if the Kohen killed someone even accidentally, no Yisad Kapab, the Kohen should not say the Kat Kohanim, even if he did Teshuvah. Says the Ramah, ויש אומרים שאם he did Teshuvah, it's accepted. Joseph was asking, what is Teshuvah? Everyone that kills him. Saying that Teshuvah means not only I regret, everyone regrets because you're afraid of the police and you're afraid for the heavenly court. Teshuvah means can we see on your daily behavior the incident change your life. I mean, let's an example. A fellow was driving under the influence of alcohol. And he did injure someone, okay? How would you say, would you define his teshuvah? He stops drinking alcohol. Right? Otherwise, don't tell us anything. 5 years later, right? You register an Alcoholic Anonymous, and we. Okay, so this is the Rambam. Let me read you now. I'm reading from the Sefer Halacha Bura, but remember it's a collection of halachot. He says as follows: what happened if you kill someone, but the guy was injured?
You kill someone, but
No, you injured someone and he died 2 weeks later.
But we have that in Mishpatim, I think. If you injure somebody, and that's one thing, but if he dies later, you're not chayav, right?
But you're right. But the chokhmah in all this business is to realize what we have in Mishpatim is what he refers is if a master smacked his slave, non-Jewish slave, if he killed within 24 hours, then the master is being executed. If he died later or not. This is only the only time this category falls in is when the master did it to his owner. But if you intentionally attacked someone and injured him seriously, then he died. If normally we assume that he died because of your injuries, this is a full-fledged murder.
But I went within 24 hours.
No. Weeks, a month later.
6 months later.
He's in a coma, he dies after. But the cause, the initial cause, you created the cause.
Because of the.
You created the cause.
So he says, this is, remember, this you realize here. Look what he said.
This is what I meant a few weeks ago. The Rambam says that even if you die a little bit later, you don't go to Ir Makla. Ein haroteach b'shgaga goleh ela im kein met neharag miyad.
Every time you can attribute other factors into the reason why he died, you would just read from the Rambam. If the fellow that you killed didn't die immediately, when we can assume, you realize that what the Rambam is saying, we can assume, yes, that other factors, the guy had already covered, the guy had the high blood pressure, the guy had this, the guy had that, I definitely contributed, but he definitely didn't die because of what the fellow did.
But I didn't understand Rambam like that.
Questions are coming to rabbis today by friendly fire in Israel, and you kill the friend and you are on a mission. The guy is a Kohen. Should he be doing? This is why we are discussing.
If he just shot somebody in the act of war.
At the end, the real answer in all that is all the facts have to be presented to the rabbi. Okay?
Is there any mixed?
Well, Rabbi, I'm not
This is
trying
a-
to tell
you
me
know,
that
and again-
if the guy's perfectly healthy and
Okay,
you
so
hit
so let me read what he reads. This
and
way.
he's in coma for a month, okay.
ויש ספק בדבר אם הרג את הנפש, כגון he injured him in a car accident and he didn't die right away. Right? And the fellow that you killed, they had other diseases. It's very possible that my injury to the guy triggered other factors that normally were sleeping. Now, right?
Or even if it's not direct, so to speak.
Says Chacham David, it's the same game. Yes, he says, if he didn't do teshuvah, then he should not do Birkat Kohanim. ואם עשה תשובה, but if he did תשובה, רשאי, even for Sfaradim, and the Shulchan Aruch is very strong and says if you killed someone, don't say Birkat Kohanim. He says if you injure the guy, and we assume that other factors involved, so he says on the bottom, he says as follows.
But if you regret, everything's over, right?
To regret doesn't mean that everyone sees like
Teshuvah,
this, which means we see on your daily behavior that you change. And he says as follows. Look what he says here. The Pri Chadash is the Sephardi Gaon 300 years ago. He is considered one of the heavyweights. He says, what happened if someone came to you with a gun? He says, he'll kill him. He did kill him. Now, legally, you're not supposed to kill him. Because by murder, yes? So look now, look at the Pri Chadash. Look in your book, in Mishnah Berurah, Ba'er Hetev. Look in the Ba'er Hetev, Nun Tet. Larry, look in Nun Tet.
Kapav, right.
Kapav, you see? See, look a second, Joseph. David, look a second.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Says the Ba'er Hetev, אבל אם אנסו להרוג, יישא את כפיו. Listen carefully again. Someone comes to you with a gun. Here is a gun. Kill this fellow. If not, I'll kill you. Jewish law says that to say be killed, but you didn't. You killed the guy. Okay, it's a murder, but the court would not execute you for it. Everyone understands. You did it, be honest. Pri Chadash says, if he's a Kohen, it's okay for him. Why? He was not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
But everyone understands you cannot put a label on this fellow a murderer. What he did is wrong. You understand? And everyone understands that he killed someone. The guy died instantly. Everyone understands that when you're doing it under duress.
But Torah says you should kill yourself. You shouldn't kill
Allow yourself
anyone.
to be
Torah never says kill
No,
yourself.
allow yourself to be killed,
But you allow yourself to be
not
killed.
kill himself.
So again, Joseph, as far as the only reason me and you are allowed to desecrate Shabbat, to eat non-kosher, is to save my life. See, if the religion contradicts with my life is more important.
But why doesn't religion allow you to save your life and kill somebody else?
Okay, so if the Gemara learns out from Psukim,
But my life is more important than somebody else.
right. This is he looks on it. Really? By water you better? He says,
To be honest,
there's
Let's take a vote.
No, but there's no point of arguing. I mean, I hear that it's not the first time he's saying the same, but this is what Chacham Ovadia Yosef would be given a gun to kill an invalid that will never contribute anything to society. Ovadia says, kill him, no doubt. You know why? Because Hashem says, he's my son and you are my son. You are your mother's son, she loves you. He has a mother, he has a wife, he has children. The same Hashem. But this is exactly it. See, Joseph, this is why. What happened? A heavy man, very heavy man, 300 pounds. He said, listen, we're making a stunt. We have to take a picture. We're going to push you on the baby. We are pushing you on the baby. we're going to smash the baby. We're taking the picture. If not, we would kill him. You understand the point of this case?
It's not
You're
direct.
not killing directly.
Indirect.
Indirectly, according to Tosfot, it's mutar. Then your logic goes in. I'm not doing it. I'm causing the death of someone. What's the other choice? I should be killed. If I'm killing indirectly, I'm just showing you that your logic has yesh makom leze. But if you're doing an active maaseh,
But Rabbi Prague, Rabbi Prague,
Shulchan Aruch says that if they tell you that we would push you on a baby, Shulchan Aruch, you don't have to give your life. The Chaim of Brisk learns in Rambam differently. The Chaim of Brisk learns in Rambam differently, but this is only he learns in Rambam. It's not before Hashem. Yes. What's your question?
suppose I'm a college student, I'm a Kohen. To make a few extra dollars, I work in a bar and I'm a bartender. And I give a guy too much to drink and he leaves and he goes in a car and then he kills somebody.
Good. Everyone agrees. Everyone agrees that what you did is wrong. But no one is going to, in Jewish law, you are not being held as a full-fledged murderer.
Even
Is
if
that
they-
like a grama though? Is that an example?
Definitely a gram. Of course, it's a gram.
if the company policy or state policy is 5 drinks no more, and he gives him 6, isn't he willfully violating the law?
He's right, but he's asking now in Jewish law. Everyone agrees that this
No,
is
I'm saying
wrong,
Jewish law.
wrong.
If the law is 5 drinks and he gives the guy 6
In
knowingly,
Jewish law is only if you kill the guy.
Directly.
If you shoot
This is
someone in
indirect.
drugs and he's dying,
Yeah.
you would not be held as a full-fledged murderer. Yes,
not direct.
but you see, but this is the point. The point here is let's take now a soldier or the case. Larry and me know a fellow. He did this as a student in college. He was stopping at this red light. Somehow his car flipped.
Stop the red
On a
light.
car, and he killed 3 students there. Killed. Let's say he's a Kohen.
Sounds like
The police,
so somebody hit his car and then
no.
He was stopped at a light.
He stopped at the light. Whatever happened. Now you know what happened there. What exactly happened? Why did the car flip?
I don't know that story. I don't know this. I mean, is
You
that
do
the
know.
old flapper story?
You do know.
I know, but I don't know if he was stopped. I think he was driving Epis.
No. He was. I think he told me he stopped. And
Oh, can't flip without some.
anyway, the fact that the police did not issue
Not a ticket.
means what?
Means it
And
wasn't.
nothing
fault.
to do with you. Would you say, Joseph, see, this is a good example. Would you say if he's a Kohen, according to him, according to Chacham Ovadia and Chacham Yitzchak, Chacham David, Chacham Meni, saying no, it's honest gamur. He didn't know anything. Would he go to a Miklat? The answer is he would not go to a Miklat. You understand? So in the case that we had before, see, I spoke to him last night. But this has really happened, unfortunately. Okay? A commander of a tank is being told, enemy tank ahead, destroying. He says, it looks to me our tank.
Yes.
And the guy is in the airplane, says to him, there's no way that our tank is already a mile and a half ahead.
Both soldiers in there.
3 times the soldier said it. And of course, he did what he did.
Order the fire.
Foul orders.
Should we say what?
He shouldn't do it.
Right. No, but this is no.
Yeah, I
I remember, forget the emotions now. You're a soldier in the German army and you kill Japanese. The issue, I have no choice here because it's not in my hand. It's no different there's no different between this Ba'er Eitev, Larry.
Yeah.
Someone puts a bullet into your head unless you kill someone, and he says it's okay to do Chalias. In this case, of course, theoretically, the soldier can. If you do that, it's chaos.
Believe me, his punishment that he'll suffer the rest of his life.
No, that's for sure. But you're right.
No, the duchening will look like a small thing by comparison.
No, the rabbi told us that there are psychological problems that he had and all other problems. I'm talking. No, but to understand the question is how you take it. You can always
Do tshuva.
say.
Does the commander?
Arik Sharon claim to fame besides being
Right.
was exactly that. Another issue. He was the commander of the Southern, and during the Yom Kippur War, he didn't listen. He
Right.
told the was sitting over there near the phones, I'm in the field, I'm not listening.
Yeah.
In Russia, he would be shot at the spot, and he basically saved Israel. Saved, yes, this is what people voted for. This is why. So was he right or wrong? The answer is he's wrong, but he's right.
In the army, you have to follow the order, Rabbi. You cannot.
I know, but no, but he told the people, he's just
He's on the
you're
ground.
sitting comfortably in Tel Aviv in a bunker. I am in the field. I have the big picture, you don't.
He couldn't
I
convince
mean,
them.
it takes a lot of. Yeah, you have to be a veteran military man to say it and to understand what you say. Everyone agreed
He
with
was the
that.
general. He made the decision, but the one tank, he has to follow.
I
the order.
don't know.
It's not the
I'm
same
not
case.
using
So
it as an
then
example,
that's another
Joseph.
story.
No, Joseph, I'm using it as an example. Everyone would agree.
But wait, in the tank story, does the commander who told him to shoot, does he have any halachic liability?
Yeah, of course, it's being
But he's not a direct killer.
It's being
Not a direct
punished.
killer.
It's not a direct.
He killed somebody else.
Anyway, I read you here. So he says like this. Listen what he says now. Kohen שהרג את הנפש באונס גמור. You're driving in the right speed, he says, and a man jumped into a kid runs into to pick up a ball, you kill him. Everyone agrees, he says here. ועשה כהן תשובה על התקלה רשאי. You realize it combines the teshuvah also. Because the act is an act of murder.
Somebody died.
Someone died. And he died directly from
His
the
action.
from the action. This is the point.
But he wouldn't be chayav a chatat though, would he?
No, there's no chatat and murder by the way.
Why not? How come?
There's no
So-
chatat. If it's b'shogeg, always Eli, you go to Yom Miklat. By the way, if it's a shogeg karov lemezid, let's say the case we gave before, that the brakes were not so good, the guy cannot go to Yom Miklat, and for the rest of his life, a blood relative can kill him. Then he says, Kohen שהרג את הגוי, רשאי לישא כפיו. He says that it's okay. I read you from the Be'er Sheva. Be'er Sheva says no. The Be'er Sheva says since killing a goy is asur min Torah, if you're doing it for no reason, he says killing him, you're a murderer. Okay, halacha lema'aseh is posek not so. So he brings here. He brings in that others disagree. Okay, he says my father brings a machloket with that because it's a machloket. You can.
So what if you kill a goy? A kohen kills a goy. What happens?
No, he says even though it was his fault, if he did teshuvah, only if he did teshuvah be'emet, then you can do a
Think of it.
Why am I saying so? Because it's a machloket. If killing a goy makes you pasul, the liability of making you pasul or not, so if I tell you,
But war's okay.
listen, in a war, everyone agrees. Now listen to this.
I think if you're a doctor and you kill somebody,
Yeah, good, in a second. Now listen to this. A Kohen is pushing a pregnant woman. Kohen pushed a pregnant woman and she fell, pushed her. She lost the baby. So it's okay. to-
Willingly or what, by accident?
Willingly. Yeah. And he says again, why? What happened if you kill the baby before he was born? Yeah?
oh, you have to pay for the wife, but your baby,
You'll pay money, yes?
Not born, not a human.
that's a mishpatim, isn't it?
Right. But it's not simple. You realize it's not so simple because it is a murder. But the murder that the Torah says that you pay money to the father. Yes? Now,
A certain set price, Rabbi, if the father happens to be a king versus a
okay,
shoemaker.
so the Gemara says what is the price in the market for a baby? I guess for a prince it's more. It is not what you
Prince
remember.
baby versus.
No, but
a
remember,
son.
you have a rare picture of your grandmother. For you,
Right.
it's $500,000. For me, it's a picture of an old lady. And I tour it, I'll pay you a penny. I'll pay you exactly a penny, but for him it's $500,000. The value is not measured by individuals. Here is question, it's a good question. He's a prince. For his father, he's the head of the country. So what? He's a human being.
So he has no real value, like a guy.
Correct,
Like, he
exactly.
doesn't have value like a person. A
Exactly.
guy is a shoemaker, a
Exactly,
doctor, he has a value. You killed that person.
Yeah, okay, I'll just read one. I'm writing.
Yeah, it's 7:55, Rabbi Pro.
Rabbi, teaching time?
Yeah, okay, I'm not teaching, but I have to be in school.
The other side of the coin is we apply chai by him to the fetus.
To the what?
Fetus, he said.
To the fetus.
Right, B'chilul Shabbat, you have a special pasuk for that. Have a nice day. Okay, you can put it.
Thank you.
It is
Great
night.
day, everybody. Stay cool. Be careful. Welcome back, Mal.
Yeah, well, welcome back. Yeah.